Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Mexico City Road Course for an exciting race in the Nsr Gen 4 Cup Series. This is Fearless up in the booth with Fearless Broadcasting, and we are in the middle of qualifying, getting ready to have a very exciting day. We have seen a lot of crashes so far in practice and qualifying. It's going to be a very exciting race. Currently up on the front is Jared Ray Hunt at number 50. With a very fast qualifying time with a 1 minute 20 second. We have a pretty full field here today, but if you're just now tuning in, this is Fearless Broadcasting Nsr Gen 4 Cup Series. We are so glad that you have joined us here today. Oh, it looks like we have about a minute left before the grid begins, so let's see if we can get a good rundown. Let's see if we can talk with our current pole sitter, actually. There we go. Let's see if we can, let's see if our current pole sitter, Jared Ray Hutton, is available for comment. And it does not look like he is. So we will pull in another driver, the 04 of Lucas Crump, here into the broadcast booth. Hey, Lucas, this is Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you got a fast car out there today. Not the best qualifying time, at least, but I know you're definitely looking forward to this race and that fast-looking car out there. Talk us through what you're expecting for today.
Well, in terms of what I expect today, I expect some of those guys out there like Pressy and Wiggins. I expect them to do really, really well out there, as well as Mark. He's going to do pretty good out there with him helping us out with building our setups for the week. Him doing most of that work, so shout out to him for putting in the work and helping us out with setups. Yeah, really terrible qualifying run for me out there. I practiced it all week, and just for some reason, come race day to day, I feel like I just can't drive the thing. So who knows what's gonna go on during this race?
What would you say is the most important thing to be aware of here at a road course like this? I know tires may or may not be an issue. Situational awareness definitely with other cars around you. But what would you say is the biggest issue that we will see today?
I think the biggest issue we're gonna see out here today is drivers just overshooting corners and things like that. They're gonna get into their head with a pack of cars. They're gonna come up to a corner, and they're just gonna be off their pace, maybe being pushed out of their racing line that they're normally running. It's gonna make them want to brake in different places, and I see a lot of people either sliding off the track or sliding into each other. So hopefully that doesn't happen today, though.
Well, it's going to be a very fun race to watch. I'll move you back to your team channel. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
That was Lucas Crump out there. He is racing the number 3 car. Currently in warm-up right now. We'll go over the results of qualifying real quickly. If we can get that on the screen, there we go. So it looks like Jared Ray Hutton will be your pole sitter here today at Mexico City. I apologize for the title. Jared Ray Hutton will be your pole sitter. Nicholas Pressy will be in second. Logan Simmons in third. Ray Partridge will be in fourth. Adam DeFore in fifth. Robert Wiggins in the sixth position. Seventh place will be Mark Stout. Eighth place, John Bittler. Ninth place will be Jay Young. 10th place, Merle Smith. 11th place will be Philip Chavez. 12th will be Tony Kurdziel. 13th will be Lucas Crump. 14th, Jason Crumley. 15th, Patrick Stein. 16th will be Justin Cope. 17th will be Mark Sikosi. 18th will be Rick Gerald. 19th is going to be Brad, and I am not sure how to say that last name, Shrek and Ghost. Apologize if I said that wrong, the 00. The 20th starting spot will be Brian Berchet. 21st Dawson Kent. 22nd Brian Wiggins. 23rd Jason Korn. 24th Colton English. And 25th Chris Norris. Starting spots 15th through 25th did not turn a qualifying time. Jason Crumley will be the last driver on the leaderboard with a qualifying time. Here at Mexico. Real quickly, we are currently in the middle of warm-up. These drivers trying to get used to the track and all that. But while we are waiting on that, while we are waiting on the beginning of this race, let's see if we can pull in Tony Kurdziel in that number 13. Hey Tony, this is Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Hey Tony Kurdziel, this is Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? It looks like a little bit of radio issues there, unfortunately. Well, while we're waiting on warm-up to be completed, let's go ahead and go over our keys to the race presented by Fearless Motorsports. We got some good ones here today. Most important key to the race will be the situational awareness that we have seen every race so far this year. It's going to be very important for these drivers to know where the cars are relative to them. We're probably going to see a lot of people cutting each other's noses off, just moving down where there is no space. Hopefully that will not be the case today, but it is something that we will have to keep an eye on. Second key to the race would be keeping it on the track like we were talking about with Lucas Crump. There's going to be a lot of drivers trying to get a little bit too aggressive and just overshooting the corners, maybe not taking other people out. It's going to be a very important thing to keep an eye on. And third key to the race will be pit road. I don't know if you can see the entrance to pit road or not, but it's going to be extremely narrow. It's going to be very important for these drivers to do the best they can to keep it clean on and clean off of pit road. We got 50 laps here in this race today. Not sure what the fuel window is. As you see everybody gridding up. Let's see if we can pull in one more driver before we go green today. Try to see if we can figure out what the fuel window is here in the race today. Hey Merle, this is Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. Fortunately, we have had to talk to you a lot this season, not for the reasons you might want, but we're here today at Mexico City. How are you feeling about your chances today?
I'm not really a road racer, so I'm just going to kind of do my best to stay out of the way and put laps down the best I can.
Talk us through this track a little bit. I know it's going to be very technical for these drivers in these cars. What's the fuel window and tire wear looking like?
Tire wear I can't really answer. I haven't put that many laps, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. It's a pretty fun track. It's really not that complicated.
We'll
see what happens on this first turn here. How these people take this corner.
Do you know how much fuel y'all are going to have for the run?
I don't know. Looks like maybe probably somewhere around 25 laps,
Right. Well, I'll let you
maybe
get back
less.
to your team channel. Good luck out there, and can't wait to see how this goes.
All right, thank you.
Alright, according to Merle Smith back there, looks like we will have at least one mandatory pit stop. Shouldn't be super difficult, as you see Jay Young disconnected. Went to the pits, not sure what that was about. As they continue to pace around here, waiting to go to the ring. Again, 50 laps here at Mexico City. Pole sitter is Jared Ray Hutton. Race length is 50 laps. Weather is 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is northeast, 7 miles per hour. Humidity 13%. So it's going to be a very hot racetrack. I would imagine track temps in some areas over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be very difficult on these drivers as they work their way to double file. Hopefully we can get a track map up for those watching. There we go. The numbers that you see, the dots that you see will be the cars on the track. Numbers will be car numbers. As they work their way through the final corners, pace car leading them around. It's Jared Ray Hutton on the inside, Nicholas Pressey on the left-hand side. Logan Simmons in third, Ray Partridge in fourth. That's the pace car comes to pit road. Coming down the front stretch, looking for the green flag. It's a long roll. And there we go. Green flag in the air for the first time here at Mexico City Road Course. And Nicholas Pressey with a great jump at the hit. Number one. This is going to be one of the most important corners for these drivers. Everybody's all bunched up together. How will they go through? Feigning out. 3, 4 wide. Nobody's wrecking yet. And it looks like for the most part, drivers keeping it together as they head through the first couple corners. Great racing back here. Hey, Nicholas Pressey. Jared Ray Hutton battling out for the first position. It's back here in the back. Drivers fanning out, heading through the course. Yes, it's very clean racing back here in the back. Good battle right here. It's John Bittler, and that number 88 is looking on as the drivers in front of him. Mark Stout just got around Ray Partridge, and now John Bittler will as well. Working the outside in the last couple of corners. Partridge gets a better run on the inside, but here comes Bittler, outside lane momentum, working down the front stretch. Take that number 7. Now have to turn his eyes to Mark Stout and Robert Wiggins just in front of him. Looks like the 64 thought about going to the inside of Robert Wiggins for a second and backed out of it at the last second. Some good battles back here in the back of the pack. A little bit of tire smoke. Robert Wiggins took the number 50. Down to 90 saw there was Patrick Stein. Good 3-wide action through the corners. Here's Stein. Locks up the brakes a little bit, almost misses the corner. He has to go way wide. He's going to lose a lot of ground to the drivers in front of him. Mark Stout in trouble in front of him. Big crash. Mark Stout in the 64 goes around. Not sure what the cause of that was, but he will take out Merle Smith as well. Looks like oh, he spins around again. Almost takes out another driver. Whoa! Merle Smith hard to the side of the 64 of Mark Stout. Let's see what happened to begin with. It's John Bittler right behind the 64. 64 Oh, yep, he just thought he was clear of the 88, comes down, gets clipped, and that will push him around and create a chain effect. And he will tow. Jared Ray hunting up here in the race lead. And Merle Smith has it. A lot of damage to a few of those drivers back there. Merle Smith and Mark Stout both. See a little bit of smoke on the track. John Bittler here for Philip Chavez up the middle. Philip Chavez in front of him, Mark Sikosi behind him. And that good wrench machine. Lucas Crump up 7th positions right now. He is running that number 3 paint scheme in the 7th position. Trying to pull up to the back bumper of Ray Partridge. Currently working lap number 4 of 50 at Mexico City Road Course. We've had one major incident. Merle Smith is heavily damaged, as well as Mark Stout, both with meatball flags in pit road. As you see, Crump lost a little bit of ground to the number 1 there. He's going to fall back. That number 3 has gained a lot of positions, but the highest mover on the track so far is that number 15 of Brian Wiggins. He's currently up 10 spots since the start of this race, trying to pull up to Tony Kurdziel. So they work their way through the S's. Philip Chavez falling off a little bit from Lucas Crump there. Here's Mark Sikosi. He's pulled up to the back bumper of John Bittler. Now looking to the right side as I head down towards turn 1. A little bit of smoke ahead of them. Somebody locking up their machine. Sikosi, very clean pass on that number 88. Oh, he overdrives the exit there a little bit. Tony Kurdziel going to have a run as they head down towards the carousel. The hairpin, I should say. Kurdziel now looks to the inside of Bittler. Bittler very loose. Holds on to it as he was on the back bumper of Sikosi. Kurdziel trying to make the pass as they begin the S's. And it looks like he's going to clear him. Here's Wiggins, though. Wiggins and 59 of Justin Cope are all nose to tail. Trying to find a way. Kurdziel overdrives the corner. Kurdziel overdrives the corner. Bittler had a chance for a second, was not able to capitalize, and they will stay side by side as they head down into the final carousel. As we have slow on the track. Let's see what happened. Oh, looks like it just overdrives. Looks like it just overdrives the turn 1 there. No contact, just takes a little bit of a trip through the grass. Oh! Brian Wiggins and Tony Kurdziel take each other out. While we were watching the replay, Colton English now in trouble as well. Let's see if we can pull the replay of this real quick. Kurdziel and Bittler and Wiggins have all been going at it. Oh, looks like Wiggins just came in a little bit more hot than Kurtzil. Runs into the back of him. Good job by most of the rest of the drivers not becoming involved. Colton English had to lose a spot or two there trying to slow up for that. And that will drop Tony Kurtzil back to the 17th position. Back there again. Both the 56 of Norris and the 00 of Brandy Schreckenghost are both on the same straightaway now as your leader, Jared Ray Hutton. And Merle Smith, he has disconnected from the session, unfortunately. That number 2 machine. Very unfortunate circumstances there. Battle for the lead has been going on this whole race. Jared Ray Hutton and Nicholas Presley have been nose to tail. Jared Ray Hutton in that number 50 has just had a little bit better of a machine. Let's see if we head into that final carousel. Oh, heavy damage to the front end of the 59. Not sure what happened here. As you see the 15 of Brian Wiggins looking for a place to go around him. Going through the S's. Oh, just gets loose. And it will go head first into the outside wall there. Very unfortunate circumstance for that number 59 of Justin Cope. He is still on the track with heavy front end damage as Jason Korn now with trouble. Looks like he is back rolling. Not sure. There we go. See what this is about. Same area that the last incident we looked at. Same kind of incident, just gets loose on the upshift. Thankfully, no front end damage to this machine. Jason Korn, oh, he spins out again. 17 of Jason Korn with a lot of trouble right now. As you see, 00 goes by, almost made contact, as now the leader's coming up on him. Jason Korn will move over to let the race leader, Jared Ray Hutton, in second place, Nicholas Presley by. Let's see where number 3 Lucas Crump is at right now. Currently up, hasn't really gained any spots since the last time we looked. Mark Sikosi is currently right behind him. It's a whole lot of drivers right behind him. Sikosi's there, Chavez is there, and Bittler rounding out this little pack. Here's Sikosi looking to the inside of Crump. They will go side by side through the hairpin and on towards the S's. Good corner by Lucas Crump. Moves back out in front of Sikosi. Sikosi had to check up a little bit in order to not hit him. Here's Bittler and Chavez waiting for one of the drivers in front of him to make a mistake. Sikosi, good run, has to check up again. Heading down towards the final carousel. Sikosi looking to the inside. Oh! Crump overdrives the corner, a little bit of a lockup. Sikosi gonna get the spot. Now Chavez to the inside of Crump. Headed on to the front stretch. Chavez will make the pass. Slow car on the bottom. They will make it by. Lucas Crump will will fall back to the 9th position after Philip Chavez makes a pass. Heading down into turn number 1. Crump trying to fight back a little bit. Oh, Chavez locks it up a little bit. Crump is still there. The number 3, they make contact. A little bit of contact. Dormagen. Crump goes way wide. And now he will lose the spot to Builder. Looks like the highest mover is a tie right now between Mark Sikosi and Dawson Kent. Dawson Kent, not somebody we have talked about yet today in that number 27. He's been slowly and quietly but surely working his way up through the pack. Currently running in the 11th position, up 10 spots since the start of this race. Mark Sikosi in that number 8. He's currently up 10 spots, about to lose one here to Philip Chavez as they head back into the last carousel. Saw Bittler step out a little bit, holds on to it. Oh, steps out again! And here's the coach. Cross back over on Chavez, heading down into turn number 1. Behind them, Crump with a run on Bittler. What's it gonna be? Crump to the outside, way wide up in the paint. Sikosi and Chavez make it through side by side in turn 1. Sikosi has to back off. And Chavez will keep the spot for now. Crump just doesn't have it on the exit of the 3rd turn there. Philip Chavez will take that 7th place position as Bittler will now turn his sights on Mark Sikosi. See how Justin Cope is. Oh, as we turn to Justin Cope, he will go off the track. Comes back out in front of another driver. That was the 33, no, the 83 of Brian Burchet. Almost collects the 83 there. As now Burchet works around Cope on the outside. Through the S's they go. Kurt Zeal now working alongside. Cope falling back. As they head towards the final carousel, looking for the front stretch. Kurt Zeal down to the door. Chavez actually with a better exit. Tony Kurt Zeal has a better exit. Okay, Cope's going to let him by here. Kurt Zeal went way wide. He will take the spot. Back up front, if in case you're wondering, Hutton and Pressey still battling it out. Neither driver has been able to pull away from the other. Current gap, 6 to 7 tenths of a second, and that's about all it's been for the entire race so far. Working lap number 12 of 50. We will have to go in and pit for fuel and tires at least one time. Logan Simmons on the same front stretch, but he's still really far behind. Looks like Brady Schreckenghost with issues once again. We've seen this style of wreck so much today that this is what took Justin Cope out of the race. Going through the S's and just bad upshift, bad downshift, one of the two spins the car around. As there's a big crash going on. Let's get it live. A little bit of technical issues here. John Bittler and Jason Crumley both with mute calls. You have to watch a replay of this. So we saw Jason Crumley. Oh! Same wreck. Bad upshift around into the wall. Pulls off for the leaders. And what happened to John Bittler? So 2 different incidents happened pretty much simultaneously. Oh, Biller really loose, hard into the outside wall on the front stretch. A little bit of an overcorrect there, it looks like. And that will put him in the pits. I think this is what we looked at originally. So a lot of issues for some top running drivers here at Mexico City Road Course. Jared Ray Hutton, your race leader, Nicholas Pressey in second. Those two have been separated by less than a second the entire race thus far. Rick Gerald has some issues. He's around. Currently running 18th. Has some cars coming up on him. But he's going to... Oh! Poking around the wrong way. Going to get it back going the right direction now. As Simmons goes around him. Good job by all those drivers, not involving anybody else. Logan Simmons, back into the wall. A little bit of damage on that number 21. Having a little bit of trouble whipping that machine around. But Logan Simmons currently in third. Number 4. I haven't said his name at all. He's currently running in the 4th position. So good run for this machine. 5th place. Ray Partridge, Robert Wiggins in the position he started in, running in the 6th position, trying to run down Ray Partridge at the moment. Mark Sikosi currently running in the 7th position. He and who is that? Who is he battling? Looks like he's coming up on the 17 of Jason Korn here. Or he just made it around Jason Korn. That machine. Sikosi in the 7th position. Jason Korn with issues. Whoa, where did Korn go? We were watching and Korn just went around right behind Sikosi, right in front of Chavez. Shrekin Ghost with issues right in front of them. A lot of things going on the track right now. Looks like just a bad downshift that will turn him around. Good job by him getting out of the way. Still having issues here in that 00. Currently running in the 20th position. Second to last car running. Dawson Kent having a great day today. He's currently running in that 10th position. He is up 11 spots and looking to gain another. Trying to run down the number 3 of Lucas Crump. It's that number 27, about 4 car lengths down the front stretch. I don't know if he's close enough to make a move going into turn 1 or not. So we're working lap 16 of 50. Behind him, you got Patrick Stein currently running in the 11th position. Ooh, Jason Korn having a little bit of trouble right in front of him. That Office Depot machine looking sharp today. And behind them, you got Jay Young and Brian Wiggins. Brian Wiggins up 10 spots since the start of this race. That number 15, we've seen him involved in an incident today, but good job by him working his way back up through the field. .99 of Stein trying to go by lap car Jason Korn going into turn 1 there. A little bit of smoke in the air from lockups further ahead of him. Oh, Stein goes off the track. He's going to lose the spot to Wiggins. And 2 other drivers, so I believe that's Jay Young and Brian Berchet. Both make it around Patrick Stein. And Philip Chavez with trouble. Philip Chavez was up there battling with Mark Sikosi a minute ago. Let's see what happened. Oh, Chris Norris with trouble as well. Chavez just gets loose, it looks like. Oh, big crash. Chavez involved. Norris is involved. Brian Wiggins had a piece of that as well. There's a pretty big gaggle of cars right here going through the first carousel. It's Wiggins out front of this pack. Berchet right behind him. Jay Young behind those 2 drivers. Oh, Wiggins a little bit loose off that corner. Holds on to it. Here's Berchet. Berchet to the inside. Wiggins overdrives the corner. Berchet going to take that spot away. Wiggins now down to 11th at the moment. As Robert Wiggins and Adam DeFore both on pit road. Let's see what happened here. Oh, DeFore overdrives the corner, turns them both around. Adam DeFore overdrives the corner, spins Robert Wiggins. Nobody else involved, and they will go straight to pit road. Brian Wiggins still on the track, and let's see what happened in this incident real quickly. This was between Brian Norris in the 15 and Philip Chavez in the 14. Oh, no, looks like Norris is off the track there. Wiggins just gets into the back of him. I guess that Wiggins was going, I don't know what happened there. Very odd looking accident going through turns 1 and 2, but that is what put the 14 at Philip Chavez around. And Brian Wiggins is currently running in the 9th position now. Up 13 spots, though, so Nicholas Pressey with trouble. Says Nicholas Pressey crashed. He is 4 seconds behind the leader. Let's see what happened to this 94. Oh, just takes it in too hard into that first carousel. Good job not hitting anything. He's going to maintain that 2nd position, though. He's 4 seconds behind Hutton. 5.6 seconds make that 5.7 ahead of Logan Simmons. Ray Partridge is in the 4th position back here, but he has lost a lot of ground on the leader. Race leader Jared Ray Hutton is currently 38 seconds ahead of Ray Partridge. It's Jason Korn with trouble again. Slow on the track. Trying to stay out of the way at the moment. Oh, just spins it around on upshift. Brian Wiggins also with trouble. While we were watching that replay, Brian Wiggins goes around. Exact same sort of incident. A little bit into the inside wall. Oh, a little bit of front end damage to that. Number 15 almost takes out Tony Kurtzil. He will get it back around going the right direction, but he's going to lose a lot of ground, as he will spin on an upshift as well. A lot of incidents here at the Mexico City Road Course. We've got 30 laps to go, 20 laps in. Brian Wiggins coming down pit road now. Mark Sikosi currently running in the 5th position. So the top 4 are the way they started in. 5th place, Mark Sikosi is up 14 spots since the start of this race, as Chris Norris with some issues. Coming on to pit road now. Lucas Crump is currently running in the 6th position. He is up 7 spots since the start of today's event. Dawson Kent is not in sight. He's 5 seconds. 5.5 seconds behind Crump at the moment. He is up 14 spots since the start of this race. 27 has done a very good job of keeping that machine clean so far today. And only looks like does look like he has 3 off-track incidents. Doing a very good job. Currently under attack from Brian Berchet. That number 83 wasn't the fastest machine at the beginning of this run, but the longer this run goes on, the faster this number 83 gets. Currently in the 8th position, so we'll have to wait and see if he can continue his march to the front. Well, you see a little bit of wheel damage or nose damage, one of the two, on the left front of that machine. It might be making him go a little bit faster. I see we'll get around the number 27 of Dawson Kent. So now Berchet is up 3 spots since the start of the race. So we are working with 28 laps to go. Battle back here, Rick Jarrell and Colton English. Both of these drivers are a few laps behind from one incident or another. Jarrell goes to the inside of English here. Chavez coming up behind him. Oh, 21 has to check up a little bit. Did not get a good corner there as the leader, Jared Ray Hutton, works his way through this lap car mess. He has led every lap so far today, having a very nice event for him. Oh, Korn and Colt both around. Both getting it back going. Looks like Cope is not too happy with Korn. We'll have to see what happened. Oh, Korn! Korn dumps him. Maybe a little bit of irritation between the two drivers through that corner. Contact is made. Cope will go around. It's definitely going to be something to watch as they're still battling around each other. working their way. We got 26 laps to go at the moment. Jared Ray Hutton is your race leader. He is currently 6 seconds ahead of Nicholas Pressey. They're having a very good battle, or they were having a very good battle before Pressey missed a shift going through one of the carousels, did end up spinning. A good battle behind Pat here. That's Jason Korn in the number 17. Oh, that wasn't Jason Korn. A few of these drivers with very similar paint schemes, so let's go back and look at this Korn and Cope feud. It's been very fun to watch the past couple laps. Unfortunately, Cope's starting to finally pull away from the 17 of Korn, but I'm sure we'll see these two together again. So we still have a full 26 laps to go. Both these drivers not having the best of days, and tempers are flaring. Right behind them, I do believe that's Dawson Kent. I couldn't tell who that was. Oh, Brady Schreckenghost off the track again. And, oh, Jason Korn with trouble. Jason Korn around again. He is not having a good day today. Same kind of wreck we've seen so many times before as well. Just upshifts a little bit too fast, goes around, gets in the wall, and still having trouble. Down to the 18th position now. He's just not having a good day today. Looks like Jay Young is coming down pit road. Not sure if this is scheduled or not, but keep in mind, we are halfway through this race today. We talked to a driver before the race. They said they had about 25 laps of fuel, so we should start seeing some drivers coming down pit road as we have 24 laps to go. So I would expect to see some drivers coming down pit road for scheduled pit stops over the next few laps. Jared Ray Hutton, your race leader. You know what, let's see if we can ride along with your race leader and just take a gander. See what he sees for a lap around Mexico City. Coming up on some lap traffic as well. Well, while we were riding along with your race leader, just watching, seeing what he sees, Jason Korn and Robert Wiggins get involved in an incident, so we'll have to go back and watch the replay of that. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, there's always something happening around this long racetrack here. Oh! Norris gets into Wiggins. I couldn't quite tell whose fault that was. We'll have to watch that one more time. So watch Wiggins here. Coming up on the outside of the corner. Chris Norris is multiple laps down at this point. It just looks like Wiggins thought he was clear, just turned down too much. They make contact. Wiggins goes around. And that will drop him back to the 17th position. Robert Wiggins was having a very good race until he had some issues on the track. Already been involved in 1 or 2 incidents already today. How about Dawson Kent up here? Dawson Kent now up 16 positions since the start of this race. But he's got a long way to go. 28.7 seconds between himself and Ray Partridge. That is a long uphill battle for this 27 of Dawson Kent. He's going to have to work very hard if he wants to gain any more positions. As you see Philip Chavez coming down pit road right now. And that number 14, Justin Cope, also coming down pit road. You see that heavy front end damage. Rick Jarrell is on pit road at the moment. Justin Cope, we already mentioned him. Logan Simmons running in that 3rd position at the moment. Oh, Brian Wiggins with some trouble. That number 15 of Brian Wiggins has had a fast car all day long, but he just keeps getting involved in other people's incidents. Just keeps making mistakes of his own as well. He is now down to the 18th position. Let's see what happened. Oh, wrong person. Here we go. Oh, looks like he just misses the corner. Good job by him not going through the grass out of control. See Kurtzil sliding it behind him. A little bit of a dirt track action move there. "21 laps to go here at Mexico City Road Course. See Kurtzil working to the inside of Wiggins right here. Tony Kurtzil is a lap ahead of Wiggins. Definitely not the race that number 15 was wanting after the beginning of this race. At one point, he was your fastest or highest mover of the race, but still continuing to have trouble here at Mexico. As Jared Ray Hutton coming down pit road now. Scheduled pit stop, I assume. That number 50 has kept that machine clean for pretty much the entire race. It's been a very impressive race for that number 50. He has led just about every lap so far today. All except one. Nicholas Pressey will take the lead. He has led 1 lap today. As Chris Norris, again, with trouble. Looks like he got it back going pretty well. Ray Partridge currently running in this 4th position. Colton English with some trouble. Colton English in that number 45 is currently in the 15th position. Let's see what happened. Coming down the front stretch towards turn 1. Just takes the corner a little bit too hot. Good job by him not getting into any walls or anything. Kept it out of the grass for the most part as well. So good save by that number 45. Partridge is in pit road now, along with Dawson Kent, your highest mover of the day. If anybody needs a good pit stop, it's going to be this number 27 of Dawson Kent. He has had an amazing race so far today. He's just a little bit too far behind everybody else. Did he miss his pit stall? Not sure what happened there. I don't know if he missed his pit stall. If his pit stall is just so far back, we missed it. Hopefully that is not the case. Let's watch that back again. Again, we are watching the 27 of Dawson Kent, your highest mover of the race today. I could not tell if he missed his pit stall or if his pit stall was just super early and we caught him on the exit. But we were just mentioning how this 27 needed a good stop. Okay, it does look like he did make it into his pit stall. So now that that is cleared away, Jason Crumley with some issues on the racetrack. That is the 28 Haviline machine sporting that Ernie Irvan paint. Oh! Big downshift spin. You could see the wheel smoke right before it spun. Good save, though. He will keep it going. As we only have 18 laps to go. Looks like Pressey coming into pit road now. Logan Simmons will take over the race lead in that number 92. Second place will be Jared Ray Hutton. He has led 29 laps so far today and will most likely take back control of this race as soon as Simmons goes to pit road. How about Dawson Kent? He is currently a lap down at the moment, back in 7th. As we are waiting for the rest of these drivers to make their pit stops. Looks like Ray Partridge has pitted. Mark Sikosi needs to, as well as Logan Simmons. But Dawson Kent almost a full lap behind Jared Ray Hutton. That is how fast that number 50 machine has been. There are a few cars in between the two. But it's very likely there will only be 4 or 5 cars on the lead lap when this race is over. Logan Simmons coming through. He will come to pit road this time by. You can see on the track map at the top of your screen Logan Simmons coming to pit road. And that will mean Jared Ray Hutton. As soon as he comes around the final carousel, will take the lead once again. Oh, Nicholas Pressey had some issues. That's not good for that number 92. He has had a fast car. Not the fastest, but he has had a fast car the entire race today. Gets the grass a little bit, hits the curb wrong. Maybe a little bit problem with the downshift. Same incident we have seen so many times today. He will get it back going, but who knows how much time that will cost him in relation to Logan Simmons. And also Jason Crumley with another incident. As we go through turns 1, 2, and 3. Oh, not sure. Oh, looks like he had a... Looks like he might have cut the corner through turns 1 through 3. Had to pull over to lose some time. As Jared Ray Hutton now working his way through lap traffic. The race leader with 17 laps to go. Logan Simmons will complete his pit stop. He's going to be in second after Pressey spins and loses some time. Nicholas Pressey back to third. This is going to be a very fun battle to watch if Pressey can catch up to that number 92 of Logan Simmons as they work their way through the final carousel looking for that front stretch. It's Simmons in second, Pressey in third. Ray Partridge is a full 55 seconds behind the race leader. And what happened to Dawson Kent? Dawson Kent has to come back to pit road. One of the fastest cars on the tracks today, that number 27, had to do a second pit stop, and he will fall back to the 12th position. Heartbreak for the number 27, who was so fast for so long. I just don't think he's going to have the time or the speed to recover back to where he was before that pit cycle began. So now that the 27 has had some issues and has fallen back, your top mover of the race today is going to be none other than Brian Berchet in the number 83. Congrats to this number 83, Brian Berchet, having a great day. Now, we talked about him at the end of the towards the end of the last run. He wasn't the fastest at the beginning of the race, but he has been slow, steady, and consistent. Currently running in the 6th position, trying to run down the number 8 of Mark Sikosi. And I don't know if anybody has been watching the scoreboard, but it's definitely something worth keeping an eye on, because it may just be the area of the corner Jerry Ray Hutton is on, but Simmons might have closed the gap a little bit the past couple laps. Like I said, definitely going to have to keep an eye on that as this race progresses. Oh, Berchet almost loses it. Holds on to it through the S's. That could have been bad. Driver in front of him, Mark Sikosi, having a decent day today, currently running in the 5th position. It's been an up and down day for Sikosi as well, but the most important thing for that driver, he's kept that car clean. Hasn't been the fastest, but he has kept that car clean the entire race today. Now with 15 laps to go, he's just got to hold on to it for a little bit longer to come home with the top 5. Pretty quiet on the track. Not a whole lot of battles going on. Everybody trying to focus on their race. Trying to make it about 14 more laps. Oh, Justin Cope. Locking it up a little bit. You see the heavy front end damage on that machine. We haven't seen Cope and Korn together on the track ever since their last little incident. Definitely would be nice to see them together again. I do believe that is Korn, 2 cars behind. That's Sikosi. As Rick Gerald with some issues on the track behind. Oh, Jay Young gets into the back of Gerald. Looks like Young wasn't expecting the carousel to be right there. That will spin around that number 21. Jay Young now coming back down pit road. Not sure how much damage that gave him. Obviously felt he had to come and repair some of it. Justin Cope with some issues pulling down on the track. Oh, it looks like he's just letting Ray Partridge by. Ray Partridge is on the lead lap. We haven't talked a lot about Ray Partridge. He's had a quiet day. He's ran in the 4th position for pretty much the entire race. Oh, Cope goes around. Justin Cope spins it. I'm sure Ray Partridge's heart rate skyrocketed for a second there, but Cope gonna keep it off of Partridge. And we did mention a few laps earlier about how Simmons was closing the gap on Hutton. Well, it ain't happening no more. Jared Ray Hutton has put the pedal to the metal ever since we said that, and has put those 2 seconds that we saw disappear back up on the leaderboard. Sikosi and Partridge losing a lot of time to Hutton as well. Nicholas Pressey is pretty much the only driver on the track able to keep up with Hutton's lap times, and Pressey very far behind after multiple on-track incidents. Dawson Kent has made up 1 spot since he had to come back to pit road for the 2nd time, currently running in 11th. Patrick Stein running in the 10th position here. Oh, Jay Young and Berchet get together. Jay Young has to tow. Where's Berchet? There's Berchet back on track. A little bit of front end damage to that number 83. Let's see what happened. Turn 1, turn 2. Oh, Jay Young. Not sure what happened to that number 69. He just didn't make the corner. Berchet doesn't have anywhere to go after Jay Young just kind of stops on the track. So a little bit of front end damage to that number 83 as he will have to. Oh, he blocks the 50. He blocks the leader. As the Hutton now goes by to put him a lap down, but Berchet a little bit frustrated about something. He will go a lap down, so that means only 5 drivers on the lead lap right now. And Mark Sikosi will be the next person on Hutton's list. If you're just now tuning in, this is Fearless Broadcasting and the NSR Gen 4 Cup Series. We are here at Mexico City Road Course. It's been a very fun race to watch. We've had a few on-track incidents and a few heated moments between drivers. But we are working. We only got 10 laps to go. 10 long laps. Jared Ray Hutton has been your race leader for pretty much the entire event. The only driver who has been able to keep up with him at all was Nicholas Pressey, and Pressey did have some issues on the track, so Hutton just has to keep that machine clean, and he will end up with the race win. As Jason Crumley with some issues on track again. Oh, same it. We've seen this style of wreck so many times in this race before. Almost collects another driver as well. Whoa, Logan Simmons almost spins it coming out of turn number 3. You saw him step sideways. Here's Lucas Crump right behind him. Lap machine currently running in the 7th position. He's got his work made out for him if he's going to catch the Brian Berchet. Machine Pressey off track again behind him. 3rd place, Nicholas Pressey just pushing it too hard, trying to regain that lost spot that he lost after some incidents on the track. He's Partridge just doesn't have the speed that he had previously. Oh, Ray Partridge lost the position after an incident between himself and Colton English, I do believe. Oh, misses the corner, locks it up, gets it back going. It looks like Colton English's incident was independent from this. So English goes around. Kurtzil has to take it off track to miss him. But English will get it back going the right direction. Ray Partridge will fall back to the 5th position, and he will have to face Jared Ray Hutton. Hutton coming up, about to put Ray Partridge one lap down, which will leave only 4 drivers on the lead lap. Seven laps to go. Jared Ray Hutton coming on the outside of Ray Partridge. Partridge going to let him by. And Jason Crumley again with more issues in that number 28. Oh, locks it up, locks it up. And it looks like he has decided to take that machine to the pits. Oh, no, he gets back going again. Oh, a little bit of front end damage. Not sure where that came from. Oh, that is where he decides to take it to the pits. So Hutton, your race leader, has lapped all up to the 4th position. He has turned his sights on Mark Sikosi and is beginning to reel him in. Currently with 6 laps to go. If you are watching, be sure to hop in the comments. Let us know who you're rooting for. We've got a lot of drivers in this race, a lot of things to keep an eye on. We've had a lot of incidents as well. Tony Kurtzil, it's been a long, hard day for this number 13. He has worked his way back up to the 9th position, so good job by him. Mark Sikosi running in the 4th position, up 13 spots since the start of this race. Brian Burchett, we saw him get together with another driver. You see the damage on the front end of that machine. But Burchett is still up 14 positions since the start of this race. And, you know, with 5 laps to go, we still got some time. Let's ride along with this number 83 for a lap around Mexico City, presented by Fearless Motorsports. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we chose a bad lap to ride along with Berger, as he did miss the chicane back there. But we have 4 laps to go. Berger currently running in 6th. One of the fastest cars on the track. We saw him with trouble, had to pit in extra time. Fell back to the 12th position. Dawson Kent back here currently in the 12th position, trying to catch up to Philip Chavez right in front of him. This is going to be a battle for position. Here's Kent. About 2, maybe 3 car lengths behind Chavez. He's got to run, though, as they head over to the final chicane. A little bit of smoke in front of him. Looks like somebody might have locked it up in front of him. Chavez, just a much better set of corners than Kent through So they head down the front stretch now. As we only have 3 laps to go. The 4 both with issues. Here's at the 4. Oh, spins it around. Does he hit the wall? Keeps it off the wall. Keeps the throttle in it. Gets it back going the right direction. Doesn't look like he takes anybody else out. So it looks like this crash was separate. Let's see what happened to this 15. Ooh, takes that last quarter a little bit too hard. He almost takes out Stein, in the driver behind Stein. Wasn't sure who that second car was. He gets it back going. Alrighty. Wiggins is multiple laps down. Blinks out for a second. All right, race leader Jared Rayhut. He's coming through the final chicane, or final carousel right now, coming up on either Sikosi or Corn. I believe that's Sikosi. To put Sikosi a lap down. But we only have 2 laps to go for your race leader, Jared Ray Hutton. We still got some good battles going on throughout the track. Specifically, Philip Chavez. These drivers have spread out a little bit at the moment. Dawson Kent now got around that machine. Brian Wiggins trying to reel back in that number 14. Philip Chavez has got some speed on that machine now, starting to pull away. Adam DeFore having some issues the past couple laps. He has fallen all the way back to the 9th position. He was running top 5 for the first half of this race or so. We only have 2 laps to go. And second and third finally closing the gap. It's Simmons and Pressey. This is going to be a great battle as you see white flag in the air over Jared Ray Hutton. But this is too good of a battle to miss. This is the battle for second. This is the closest these cars have been the entire race. He runs over the 21. Simmons runs over the 21. Pressey avoids him. Coming through into the final carousel for the final for the coming to the white flag. Lap car on the wall. Norris takes down Pressey. Huge damage to the 94 Nicholas Pressey. Norris goes around. As they will begin their white flag. What a battle between those 2 drivers. Lap car's definitely getting in the way a little bit. Jared Ray Hutton working his way through the S's. He's got a half lap to go, headed on to the backstretch. Down the backstretch and into that final carousel for the final time. Jared Ray Hutton back onto the front stretch. In the 50-lap event here in Mexico City, Jared Ray Hutton took the lead early and dominated the whole event. He will take the checkered flag after leading 45 laps here in Mexico City. That number 50. But we still got a race going behind him. Logan Simmons looks like he's all by himself. Nicholas Pressey not close enough to make any moves on him. These are the only drivers, looks like, still racing, I believe. Nicholas Pressey will take it home in the third position after a very exciting battle between him and Simmons that ended with Norris spinning around right in front of Pressey. And we got a mess of drivers back here. Colton English, and I believe that's the 26 of Robert Wiggins going at it. Two more drivers in front of them as well. Oh, Chavez goes around. Philip Chavez goes around, coming to the checkered flag. Dawson Kent, the 11th position. And it looks like Chavez will be scored as 12th. Here at Mexico City. Real quick before we go to interviews, let's watch that replay of that one incident between Norris and Pressey. Looks like Norris just overdrives the corner, gets in the wall, and Pressey just has nowhere to go. And that will end Pressey's chance of getting the seconds in the last lap. But Jared Ray Hutton will take home the checkered flag after an exciting finish to a long race here at Mexico City Road Course. Well, let's see if there's anybody available for interviews. Here, let's see if we can pull in Logan Simmons. Hey, Logan, this is Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
You had a very clean race here today at Mexico City. Comes home in second after Pressey with some issues on the track. Talk us through your race today, and especially the last couple laps in that battle between you and Pressey.
Well, I don't know. It's bound to happen where you have accidents that are unavoidable. I do apologize to the 21, I believe it was who I ran over there at the end, and the 14 early in the race. Was not trying to. I was trying to figure out where people were going to put their cars. Yeah, it's rough whenever you got a lot of lap traffic on a road course.
This road course does appear to have been difficult for a lot of drivers with upshifting and downshifting too quick through the S's. I don't know if you had any problem with that, but just talk us through your mindset going into that section of the track.
The S's, I mean, we had the car pretty much set up to just roll the S's. It's just tiring. The whole track, the worst problem I had was the hairpin was wheel hop. I mean, just every time I wanted to shift into first.
Well, congratulations on a second place finish here at Mexico City. I'll let you go back and celebrate your second place finish. Congratulations, and can't wait to see you next week.
Thank you.
That was 92 of Logan Simmons. Next, let's pull in Nicholas Pressey in the number 94. Hey, Nicholas Pressey, this is Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. How are you doing this evening?
Pretty good. How are you? You had a fast car today. Unfortunately, some issues about the middle of the race took you out of contention for the win. Talk us through your race today.
Yeah, the car was just really the car was fantastic all week, and you know, on the long run, up until like the very end, it might have been the fastest car on track, but on those fresh tires, it just didn't do what I needed it to do, and there was that spin, uh, cost me second place. I almost got it back in the fight, but unfortunately, the lap traffic decided the finishing order on our behalf. Though that's not to say I'm mad at them or anything. It's unfortunate as all that there was a good battle there and it was kind of spoiled.
You've had a very fast car past couple of weeks. Just keep getting showed up by that number 50 of Hutton. You think you can pull something together in the next couple of weeks? Maybe get out ahead of that number 50?
Well, I'm hoping to have a surprise for the All-Star race. Maybe do something really crazy there that just happens to work out. Who knows though? As far as I'm concerned, we're having fun racing each other, and I think that's as long as that takes precedent over trying to beat him at all cost, I'll get what I'm looking for eventually.
Well, congratulations on that third place finish, and can't wait to see you next week.
Righto, it's always a pleasure.
And last but not least, let's pull in your race winner, Jared Ray Hutton. This is Fearless in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, I mean, not much to say today. You took the lead early, and you made no mistakes the entire race. Talk us through your race today and how fast that car was.
I don't know if I'd say no mistakes. I mean, definitely there was, I felt comfortable. I'm pretty familiar with this track at this point. Run it good few times in officials and the road course version, obviously that is. And team obviously had a great setup again. Felt like it was a little bit squirrely later in the run. Felt like it was using up the rear tires a little bit more than we were anticipating. But under braking, it felt really confident, which was nice. Honestly, the thing, I mean, if I had to go and do it again, I'd just try to avoid getting incident points because I cost myself that clean race bonus. But I don't think anybody was really avoiding incident points this race, so don't feel too bad about it.
You've had a very fast car the past couple weeks. What are you looking for the rest of the season? You think you can keep this momentum up?
Well, I mean, we've been in a couple tracks that I think I'm strong at. We've been at a road course. I knew I was going to be strong here. Rockingham, I knew I was going to be strong at. And I think that, I'm not going to count my eggs before they hatch, but we're definitely coming into the rest of the season with a lot of momentum. And I feel pretty confident for my chances when it comes to championship standings. I know we got that chase later in the season. That's going to kind of shuffle things up. But just feel pretty confident that we've got a fast race car at this point in the season, and we're just looking to keep that up.
Well, congratulations on another win today here at Mexico City. Can't wait to see you next week.
Yep, thank you much.
Well, we've had an exciting race today here at Mexico City Road Course. We'll go ahead and throw the results up on the screen for those watching. Thank you for tuning in. This is Fearless up in the broadcast booth with Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to tune in next week. We'll be same time, same place for another exciting race. We'll go over the top 10 finishing drivers. Real quick Jared Ray Hutton will take home the checkered flag. Logan Simmons in second. Nicholas Pressey will come in third. Mark Sikosi in fourth. Ray Partridge will come home in that sixth position. Seventh will be Lucas Crump in that number 3. Eighth is Tony Kurdziel. Ninth is Adam DeFore. 10th place is Patrick Stein. Dawson Kent 11th. Philip Chavez in 12th. Justin Cope coming home in 13th. 14th, Colton English. 15th, Robert Wiggins. 16th is Rick Gerald. 17th, Brian Wiggins. 18th will be Chris Norris in that number 56. 19th will be Jason Crumley. 20th, Jay Young. 21st, Jason Korn. 22nd, Brady Schreckenghost. 23rd is John Bittler. 24th, Mark Stout. And 25th and last will be Merle Smith. And thank you once again for tuning in. This is Fearless signing off. Good night, folks.